everyone, Cyber here. Firstly, I want to apologize for not uploading for a long time. Um, it was, it's just been a crazy week. Uh, I could not possibly actually upload this on the week I'm wanting to release this, so it has to be next week when I'm back at home because I've been currently house sitting, and every time I try to upload this, upload anything or try to get on the laptop here, does not work. So I'm gonna have to do it next week. So sorry about that, guys. But also, I've been trying to just get everything organized for when I move. It's been difficult. Work as well. I've been trying to sort through stuff, getting rid of some stuff and whatnot. And work in general too, as said. But hopefully soon enough, whenever I do move, I can start recording in a consistent schedule again, at least once a week, to if I'm up, if I can, but I'm not gonna make any promises. So just to let you know, there might be some weeks I can't upload because of work or because of me trying to get my place packed up and move to the other place eventually. And I'm still trying to get that other place, which will be in hopefully around in October. I will probably won't be able to record around in September. I'd say probably not, because I will be moving in with a couple other people until I can actually move into the other place if the place I'm living at is listed. Because I'm moving from my house to an apartment and whatever, yeah. I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys with this. I just know I'm going to be having a difficult time with all this. So there might be a month, not a whole month, but a few weeks or whatnot until I can record again. So be prepared for that, but I'm hoping to at least finish this series and come back strong with a new series for you guys. So we've been working hard on the channel, so I hope you guys can understand. Anyways, let's begin. We begin at the Midoriya residence. Deku has been home for a few days now since the USJ attack. This is because the school had been closed for a while and now get on some things, like they are going to do about the villain attacking the school directly instead of All Might. Of course, the school that Deku goes to isn't just being blamed, more like pitied, since the school isn't the most well known, but UA is mostly taking a fallback for this, because it happened at a UA facility. So now we cut to Deku in his room as he finishes up the remainder of his schoolwork. That should be good. Deku picks up his things and leaves his room, heading to the living room to see Inko watching TV. He saw it was a news report about the attack. Deku sees Principal of UA, Nezu, with knuckle duster covered in bandages, but he looks better than Aizawa before, when Aizawa was... What's going on, Mom? Oh, well, UA and your school is giving a press conference about the incident. What, really? Come, watch. They were just about to start. Deku takes the seat next to Inka as the press starts. Knuckle Duster sighs as he looks onto the crowd. First question, please. Why did the villains attack your class? Were they trying to send a message to UA, or were they after someone? As far as we are aware, the motivations of the attack were to kill All Might, and they got an hour schedule to break into UA. The students were just the collateral damage in their plans. All the reporters start to shout out to get a question in. One at a time. You. Sir, Knuckle Duster pointing at a random reporter who steps up. Yes, what is your school going to do about if the villains come back at your school this time? We have already considered that, and as a precaution, you and the police will be working with us to get our security up the system around the mountain, around where Shu High is located. Also, we're implementing a dormitory system as extra precaution. What about the students? Was anyone seriously hurt? No student is currently suffering from any serious injuries. The only one that did is luckily enough to have the ability to regenerate, and is fine and has checked out by the school's nurse. You talk about how UA and the police are help to beef up your security, even making a dorm system. But what about your school? What else are you trying to do to protect the few students you have? We've already taken liberties of hiring a new pro hero as a teacher in case me and the other staff isn't enough. New pro hero will be in charge of hero appearances, classes, and speeches. May I introduce Yu Takayama, aka Mount Lady. Mount Lady walks up on the stage as she waves to everyone, as all the reporters goes wild at the hero and stand before them. Everyone cheers and yells as loud as they could. Inko had to turn the volume down from the TV as Deku slinks down into the couch, letting out a sigh. Mew isn't going to be happy about this. Who's Mew? Oh, she's a friend who goes to my school. And that's her oldest sister. Really? Why wouldn't she be happy her sister's at his school? It's a sibling thing, I guess. Oh, I see. So, what about the dorms? What about them? Well, I'll be most likely going to the dorms now. Meaning I'll probably go and live there now. I know, and I'm fine with it. Wait, you are? Yes, I am. I knew you were having to fight villains when you become a hero anyways. I didn't think it would be so soon, but it did scare me to learn you... scare me when I learned of it, but... if this protects you and your friends, then... I'll let you go. Thanks, Mom. But I want you to at least call me once a week and maybe come over with your girlfriend for dinner every now and again. What do you mean? I don't have a girlfriend. Inko chuckles as Deku was flailing around, flustered as always. As we cut to 3 days later. As we cut to Deku waiting outside his house until a car pulls up. When the passenger side window rolls down to reveal Knuckle Duster behind the driver's wheel. You ready, kid? Ready as I'll ever be. Alright then, get in. Deku nods as he puts his bag in the back and gets into the passenger side seat as they drive off. So you're nervous or excited? Honestly, a little bit of both. I get that, but don't worry. Kieran and Mount Lady will be staying with you at the dorm, so if you have any worries, you can talk about them with them. Yeah, but I'm worried about the villains attacking. I'm not worried about the villains attacking at all. You aren't? Yeah, I'll be more worried about the fighting within our dorms, with Nako and Kane under the same roof, along with Mew and Mount Lady. You won't need to worry about that. Kieran will have Kane on a short leash, along with having many activities to keep him occupied. And as for Mount Lady Mew, can't do much about that, kid. Great. Knuckle Duster laughs as we cut to a few minutes later. As we cut to Knuckle Duster, who arrives in front of an old rundown building that was in front of a giant forest on the base of Shu Academy Mountain. Both Deku and Knuckleduster gets out of the car as they see the rest of the class is waiting, with them having Kieran with them. Alright, everyone's here now. Kieran shakes his head as he walks over to Knuckleduster. No, we're still waiting on Mount Lady and Mew. What could be taking those two so long to get here? Suddenly, everyone hears a car driving towards them as they turn to see a yellow car pulls up. And instantly, the door opens up and out comes Mew with an annoyed face. And along the passenger side door opens up with Mount Lady, who was wearing casual clothes, a purple coat and now everyone's here. Mew, Mount Lady, what took you so long? You had a stick up her ass, making us late, and then some fans spotted us and wanted a photo shoot, etc., etc. Hey! If you woke up on time, we wouldn't have gotten here earlier. And what was I meant to say to them? All they wanted was a few photos. You say sorry, can't. I have to meet my new students because I'm a teacher now. Mount Lady was about to rebut, but Kieran stepped in between the two. Okay, that's enough. Mew, please calm down and give your sister some leeway. When you become a pro hero, you will understand it's a little more difficult than that. And Mount Lady, please don't raise your voice at your sister. That won't ease the situation. Fine, both of them said as they both walk off. Anyway, shall we get the main event started? Thank you, Kieran. Now, I'd like to be the first to welcome you all to Shu Academy's dorms. Knuckleduster gestures over to the rundown building that barely looks up to any safety codes. Sir, this is just a rundown old building. Very observant, Clyde. That's because we are converting this place into a dorm. What? Yep. You all will be working together to get this place nice and good, looking as if you want it. So if you're lazy, you will be living in a lousy, condemned apartment. But if you put the time and effort in, you will make this place into a 5-star hotel with any luck. And as for the government decided to put our funding into this along with a nice donation from Nezu. So if you have so much funding now, why couldn't you buy us a nicer place to live? Because most of that will be going to defenses and upgrades for the school itself. And this will make a great lesson on working ethics. If you want to live like kings, you have to put the effort to live like one. Right, now what about our teacher? Where do we sleep? Well, Mount Lady, you and I will be sleeping here. We're watching the students and making sure they're safe. And don't do anything reckless. Nice joke. Now, where do I live? I have a moving truck with my stuff in it. Close by. I'm sorry, Mount Lady, but I wasn't joking. Indeed, he isn't. If you want to read your contracts, you see, it's part of your job description. This is bullshit. Maybe read your contract next time. Maybe read your contract next time. I'm a student, you dumbass. Okay, calm down. Well, at least I have an ass. Oh, you! Mew tries to lunge at Mount Lady, but Kieran quickly carries her away. Alright, calm down, Mew. Kane! Kane sighs as he walks over to Mew and grabs and pulls her away. Come on. No, let me at her, Kane! Let me at her! Kane drags Mew off as Kiran sighs and looks at Mount Lady. I understand she's your sister, but please refrain from making remarks. She's still a student, and saying such thing is very inappropriate. Now you're a teacher. Fine, I'll try. Thank you. I understand this is all new to you, but you must be a proper example for the students. Yeah, come on. I got to tell the guys to bring my stuff back to my place for now. Very well. Mount Lady gets back into the car and drives off, as everyone stands there silently until Knuckle Duster spoke up. Alright then, now, that's all. All of you head inside and start seeing what would need to be fixed. I'll be getting the supplies and some skilled labor to help you out. Right. Knuckle Duster gets back into his car and drives off, as all the class look at one another and go inside. As Kane lets Mew go and she walks off, and Deku sighs as he walks over to her. Hey, are you okay? No, the nerve! She's getting on my nerves. Well, is there anything to help you cheer up? Well, you can help me by turning off the floorboards in my room, I guess. That's the spirit. Come on, let's pick out the rooms then. They all head inside as they look around the dorms. The place was a decent size, and there was about 5 floors, with roof access as well. The first day of it was spent picking rooms and tearing out old floorboards to reinstall them for later time. As we cut to Deku, who is helping Mew pull out the last floorboard. And that should be it. Thanks for the help, although you feel a little bit bad now. You helped me with my room all day, but you didn't even get to work on yours. It's fine. I'll ask Clyde or maybe Kane to help me with mine. Do I hear my ears burning? Both Deku and Mew turns and saw Kane standing in the doorway. Oh, hey Kane. I was wondering if you could help me out with my room if you have a chance. Sure, I can help, but I take all the old floorboards you have in a pile? Sure, why do you need them? Because I'm gonna burn them. Why? So we can make s'mores and hot dogs. Behind Kane was Yuki, who came around. Hey, Yuki. Hey. Yep, I'm having a huge bonfire outside. It will be great. Hot dogs, s'mores, and some deer meat. I'll get this up and later on. Deer meat? Yeah, deer meat. There's a shit ton of them in the forest, so later on, I'm going to hunt for some. Okay, I guess I can help. Alright, man. I'm excited since Yuki here so apparently is a good cook, from what I hear. Really, Yuki? Yeah, I'm okay. Kane places a hand on Yuki's head. Are you kidding me? She brought a few sandwiches and she made from home and gave them to me, and Kumo one. It was like tasting heaven. Stop it, Kane. You know it's true. I love it when she does that. Anyways, Kane walks over to the wood pile and picks it up, as they walk off with an embarrassed Yuki. As Mew and Deku just chuckles to themselves, as now we cut to the lower levels, where we see Kumo holding all the floorboards out of her room with Kane walking past. What's with the hull of wood? I thought someone was gonna pick it up. Well, change of plans. Kane asked for all the wood so he can burn it in a bonfire. Oh. Well, here, let me do it for you then. Well, aren't you a gentleman? So Kumo hands a web over to Clyde that was connected to all the old floorboards. Yeah, well, I'd like to help. That's mostly why I got into this line of work, to do so. Why do I feel like that isn't the whole reason? What are you talking about? Well, what I mean is, you're very secretive about your quirk. I, you want to keep everything to yourself, and you're very familiar with Knuckle Duster. I have a feeling there's something you're hiding. Maybe an event or moment you don't want to talk about, or something like that, because everyone here has extra reasons to be here. It's obvious I'm not from around here. I came from America, and well, shit went down, and I'm here with Mr. Knuckle Duster. That's all I'm willing to say for now. Very well. I'm sorry I can't tell you more, but you're the only person I told this since I've been here in this country, and it's not much, but it's a start, right? I suppose it is. Hey, you said people were scared of you, right? Because of your spider half? Yeah, it is. Honestly, I hate this party. I can't fit into normal places. I can't go into cars. I can't do so many things other people can do. To top it all off, most of everyone is afraid of me because of it. Well, I'm not afraid of you. I think you look beautiful. Clyde walks off, dragging the pile of wood away with him, while Kumo's face was growing red from embarrassment. But also a small smile crept on her face. As we cut to later that day, where we see Kane outside the back making a giant wood pile, while Yuki, Deku, Mew, and Clyde and Kumo watches. Do you think this is big enough? Everyone looks over up to the 10 feet tall high wood pile. I think it's big enough, Kane. Maybe a little too big. So, that's what she said. Oh, grow up. Oh, come on, you walked into that. And you will also set fire to the street if you light that pile of wood. No, I won't, because Yuki will make sure nothing gets out of control. Right. Now, who wants to do the honors of lighting it? Midoriya? Huh? What? You want to light it? Maybe I'll take that as a yes. Kane grabs Deku by the arm and drags him over to the pile of wood, sitting Deku down and putting out a match. Alright, light it and toss it in. Well. Deku looks towards me, who just nods. Okay then. Deku lights the match as he tosses in there, and as soon as it hits the pile, it immediately erupts into flames, as it made Deku fall down to the ground with some ash covering his face as Kane laughs. Kane, what the hell? sorry. I probably should have warned you. I have put a small amount of gasoline in it. A small amount? Yeah, only a small amount. Kane bends down and grabs Deku and lifts him up onto his feet as he dusts him off. There we go. Now, good as new. Deku coughs up a bit of smoke as everyone just stands there quietly. Barbecue Midori here, anyone? No, Kane. Just no. Oh, come on. You all need to light up a little. There's living a little, but then there's being you. I'll take that as a compliment. Anyways, I'm going to go and get some food. You keep an eye on the fire while I'm going to get the rest of you. Do whatever you want. Kane walks off into the forest, leaving the group behind. Anyone got any marshmallows? I do. I'll go get them. Yuki waddles off, leaving everyone to sit in front of the fire, but as they did, Kieran and Mount Lady walks over to see the fire. As Kieran chuckles to himself. Let me guess. Kane? Yep. Anyways, Mount Lady, I think I should take the time to properly introduce you to the student. The boy sitting next to your sister is Izuku Midoriya. The girl with the spider lower half is Ki Kumo, and the boy next to her is Clyde Denver. The girl who is waddling away to get us marshmallows is Yuki. Well, hello everyone, I'm Mount Lady. I've already met a few of you, Nacho and Omi? You mean Nako and Omar? Ah, that's right. Well, I'm currently introducing her to all the students. Speaking of which, where's the others? Nako's in his room, trying to just hide something, I'm guessing, and Omar is doing whatever, along with everyone else. Alright, so I have to ask, why are you a teacher, Miss Mount Lady? Well, first, you can call me Mount Lady. And well, after my sister got attacked, I felt it was necessary to help to protect her school. Also to help my public image, especially after the whole mountain troll incident. Yeah, maybe don't call him that. Why? He isn't fond to what the media labeled him. So please refrain from calling him a troll. Yeah, just ask Nako. Last time he said troll, we had to hold him back. Not that it helped. Fair enough. Right, noted. Do you want to join us? Miu immediately elbows Deku in the ribs as he rubs the spicy hip. Sure, why not? Mount Lady and Kiron sits on opposite sides of Deku and Miu as Yuki came back and everyone made s'mores. Clyde leans over to Kumo. Hey, is it just me or is the tension between Miu and Mount Lady odd? Yeah, it's definitely awkward. Glad it wasn't just me. Everyone continues to eat s'mores until they hear a loud grunt and footsteps hitting the ground. As they see Kane walking over with a big grin and a dead deer on his shoulders. I have dinner. I'm starving. Same. Kane puts the deer on the ground, then breaks the deer's leg and starts to skin the deer. So, did I miss anything? No, not really. Alright. Oh, can one of you help me out real quick? Sure. Yuki waddles over to Kane, who is cutting the deer open. Thank you, Yuki. Can you I can always rely on you. Now, hold your hand here, please. Alright, why? Kane suddenly rips out a bunch of the internal organs and places them in Yuki's hands. Just hold them for a second. It's okay, just take a deep breath and calm yourself. You saw me with caved in head. This shouldn't be a cake. Could be a cakewalk to you. Right. Don't worry, this won't take long. Kane continues to work, and once he was done, he cuts the meat off the bones and starts cooking them. Alright, all done. Yuki, you can let go of the organs now. Yuki drops the organs and shakes her hands. Ew, gross. Yeah, I know. It can be a little gross, but you did it. Did it? Most people wouldn't even be able to handle it. Really? Yeah, trust me. So, you did great. See, despite you being a shy person, Yuki, you are definitely one of the most bravest among us. Thanks. Okay, and I didn't think you had it in you to make Yuki smile about holding guts. Makes me wonder what else you're capable of. Thank you, Clyde, for the small compliment. Yep, now let's eat. Everyone had eaten the deer meat that Kane had gotten, and after all of that, they spend the night outside cooking the meats they have in s'mores. And after 2 days of rebuilding, they have finally got the dorms more livable to look clean up and nice. But they still needed to do some other work here and there, but as of right now, it's ready to move in. Finally. And not looking bad, too. Decker suddenly gets a knock at the door as he goes to answer it, he sees Kumo, Mew, Kane, Yuki, and Clyde. Hey guys, what's up? Well, we wanted to see your room. Well, I don't think that's necessary. I mean, my room is just plain old, I'm sure you all have far more interesting stuff to show. Come on, you gotta let us see it. Yeah, if you don't move now, I'm sure Kane or Clyde will be happy to move you. Oh, come on, guys. Move it or lose it. I want to see if you have any porn in here. Kane pushes Deku past Deku as he walks in to have a moment of silence until he speaks up. Well, holy All Might, that's a lot of yellow and blue. Yes, I didn't know someone could have so much All Might merch. What, did you buy the whole catalog? No, I've just been collecting for a while. Well, my entire life. Clearly. Hey, come on, guys. We have all our interest. The group can clearly see Deku's room is covered to head to toe in All Might merch, from the carpet he has, to his bed sheets, to the walls and posters and mini action figures. You guys make me seem so weird. Don't listen to them, Izuku. We all have the things that keep us entertained. Like Kumo and that boy band magazines and posters she has. Hey, no I don't! Piss off, we can go upstairs right now and check your room. We will see more shirtless pretty boys than Izuku has All Might action figures. Oh yeah? Well, what about all the weird shit you're into? Like what? One word. Nuns. Kane immediately stiffens up and lets out a slight chuckle. Maybe we shouldn't go go emptying each other's closets here. Oh, what's wrong? You don't want Yuki or anyone else to know you're into that sort of thing? Kane stayed silent as a blood sword formed in his hand, as Kumo instantly got the hint and ran away as Kane ran after her. Get back here! No, Kieran, help me! Everyone was left confused as they all just chuckled until Yuki spoke up. Wait, did she say nuns? Yeah, I think it's best if you don't ask. Yeah, one thing at a time. I think this little class experiment is already over. Class experiment? We wanted to do a room competition, but we won't now, I guess. Well, we can still do just us. I don't think Kane or Kuma will be joining in. Well, Nako and Kaga won't be joining in either. And that only leaves Omar and Ariel. We only leaves us for what? The group turns to see Omar and Ariel in the doorway. Hey guys, we were just talking about a room competition. Room competition? How would you even choose who has the best room? Misha shrugs her shoulders. We don't. So, we don't. No. Whoever gives off the best vibes, I guess. Kumo came up with the idea, but she gone now, so it says something about nuns. I don't even want to ask. Yes, but I feel like it'd be a waste. My room isn't very interesting in the slightest. Well, only one way to find out. Very well, if you insist. Omar leads the group to his room, and once they go inside, they see it's pretty bare bones. It had a dresser and desk with nothing on top of them except for a computer on the desk. The only interesting thing about his room was the fact that instead of a normal bed, it was a hammock. I knew you weren't lying when you said your room wasn't very interesting, but damn, Omar, you surprised all expectation. I don't need to see a show what my interest lies in within my rooms, but with my actions. So, you're a fan of Spider-Man? What? Well, you just said you show what you're interested in with your actions, not your room. So with how you swing around your bandages, you're like Spider-Man. So, do you like Spider-Man? Yes. Omar turns his face around from the group, but they can only assume that he's embarrassed. It's kind of hard to tell with him with bandages always around his face. I knew it! Hey, I think it's good. I got some old Spider-Man comics you can borrow, Omar. That would be appreciative, Midoriya. Okay, who's next? Ariel sighs as she holds up her own. I suppose me. The group goes to the next door and Ariel opens up her door, revealing her room. There was a very small bed with just about her size with tools and other objects scattering around the place, looking like a workshop more than a bedroom. Your room is very interesting. Thanks. Since I have many objects in my pocket dimension, I like to tinker with them in my free time. Do you think you can make me some weapons in the future then? With my quirk? Sure I can. I can also ask my dad for some extra police gear. If he's feeling charitable. Thank you. That would be appreciative. Does he knew all my brain action figures here? Deku holds up the action figure in question. I have a few in my pocket dimension for kids who might be scared or something to cheer them up with. That's really thoughtful. Thanks. I'm more of a support hero anyways, and more than a front lines lugger like Kane or Clyde. So I can only do small things, but eventually they all add up. The group nods in agreement as Deku was busy in eyeing up all my action figures as Ariel chuckles to herself. If you want it, Midori, you can have it. Really? Thank you, Ariel. No problem. So, who's next? I guess I can go next. They follow Clyde to his room as once they arrive, he reveals his room. In his room, there are a few noteworthy things, such as a collection of DVDs on a shelf, along with mangas. There's also a reptile tank within his cage, and two different masks, one from Friday the 13th and the other is a Predator one. A horror movie fan, I can see. Mostly slashers and sci-fi, but yes, I have other movies as well. Clearly. Hey, what's with the tank? Oh, that's my bearded dragon's tank. Clyde reaches into the tank and pulls out the bearded dragon in question. Miu's eyes sparkle as the lizard was taken out of Clyde's hand and she held it up. Oh, he's so adorable! The lizard just looks down at him as it hisses. The bearded dragon shakes in her hand as it jumps off onto the bed. You have to hold him very carefully. Oh, right then. So the bearded dragon just hisses again up at Clyde. I know, come on. You're coming with us. The bearded dragon climbs up Clyde's arm and onto his shoulder. Alright, who's next? Yuki shyly raises her hand. Me? Alright, then let's go. Everyone goes out of Clyde's room as Kieran yells down the stairs. Looks like someone's in trouble. Probably Kane. We cut down to see Kieran holding Kuma and Kane's ears while Mouth Lady stands in between them watching him. Ow, 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 Kieran, ease up, man. Yeah. What have I told you about running inside with a sword? You almost cut me and your other teacher in half. I'm sorry, you guys just turned the corner so quickly. Kane, just do better. And Kumo, you know better. Yeah, but he was chasing me with a sword. What was I supposed to do? You know he wasn't going to do anything. And maybe you would have been chased if you didn't bring up you know what. Yeah! Kieran pulls on Kane's ear. And don't you bring up what she's like so into either. Ow, ow, okay, I'm sorry. Good. Now, what do you have to say? We're sorry, Kieran, it won't happen again. Kieran pulls on both their ears. And? We're sorry, Miss Mount Lady. Oh, no, don't be. This is more interesting. Oh, Kane! Ow, ow, my fucking ear! Kieran sighs as he lets go of them. Okay, you two can go. Just don't let this happen again. Otherwise, it's 3 a.m. training for both of you. Fine. Both slummed away as Kieran sighs and Mount Lady giggles to herself. What is it? Well, it's just funny. I know you're students, but you treat them more like your own children. Well, in a way they are. Kane is basically my son and Kuma my surrogate daughter. What happened to their actual parents? Well, Kane is a simple runaway from home. His home country is Australia, and he found himself in Japan. I found him, and he was roaming the streets, so I basically adopted him. And Kumo? Kumo, we met in a park, and due to the nature of her quirk, I caught her as... I caught her. I stuck up a conversation, and then I talked to her mother about training Kumo. She agreed, and after years, she started to stay at my place, home, for longer training sessions, with her mother's permission. After a few years, we were like a messy family, but one that still was formed. Yeah, I see. Well, I wish I could be like that with my sister. We're not that close. Might ask, why is that? Well, I was young and Mew was only a newborn. Our parents passed on a villain attack and it was up to me to look after her. Tried my best, but it didn't work, so after a few years of struggling, I got into a hero school and had to focus on that. Fortunately, the side effect was neglecting Mew, and she had grown up quickly, looking after herself. That's why me and her don't get along that well. Well, maybe this is your time to to rectify your mistakes. Being a teacher to connect with her. I suppose I can give that a shot. Good, now... we need to go over the lesson plans for tomorrow.
Right. We cut back to everyone else where they are in Yuki's room in the moment. As they were, as she was sighing, as shakily opening the door, and everyone's eyes widening as they saw a big fancy bed with Indian silk sheets, and with a very high quality looking furniture to make the room more lavish than usual. This is my room. Wow, your room is so fancy. Indeed. Why are you embarrassed to show us your room? Guys. Everyone looks over to Omar, who held up a picture of Yuki and her parents in front of a giant mansion in the background, as everyone realized that Yuki was wealthy. Yuki, you're rich? This is why I didn't want you to know. You're gonna treat me different than this. Yuki, calm down. We promise we won't treat you any differently because you're wealthy. Really? We promise. Okay. Promise what? Everyone turns to see Kane sitting in the doorway. Holy shit, Yuki, I thought we were supposed to make our rooms, not a bloody 5-star resort. Kane, tone it down a bit. Huh? Why? This is Yuki's room. She's embarrassed about how much money she has. Fucking what? Yeah? Why the flying fuck are you embarrassed? You have money! Well, she's afraid people will treat her differently because of it. Or maybe take advantage of her. Ah, okay. Hey, what's going... Holy shit, whose room is this? Yuki's. What, Yuki's rich? Kane places a hand on Yuki's head. Apparently. Oh, she's embarrassed. Don't worry, Yuki. We'll treat you the same, even though you're rich. Doesn't mean I won't ask you to hold animal guts again. Why are you like this? Because I'm great like this. Alright, whose room is next? What's with the lizard? He's my bearded dragon and he's my best friend. I'm not even gonna ask. Come on, let's go to my room. Everyone walks and follows to Kane's room, as everyone is surprised that it's completely normal, having a bed and desk computer with a minifigures, a fridge in the corner of his room. Huh? What? Well, your room is meh. Or what are you expecting? Meat hooks and chains or something? Well, sort of. I mean, you just give off that energy. Kane laughs as Clyde walks over to the mini fridge and crouches down and opens it. To only see is filled to the brim with blood packs. As he just slowly closes it, as Yuki looked around the room and saw a few drawings of animals in forests on Kane's desk. But she also notices a magazine underneath his desk. Yuki bends down and picks it up, but when she saw the cover, and what was she went beef red and quickly puts it back. As she then stood up and walks over to the group that Kane was talking to. Hmm? Yuki, what's wrong? You're completely red. I'm fine. Alright then, but yeah, that's about it for me. Okay, so Kumo, you nope. What? Why? I didn't want you guys to see my room. Is that so crazy for me to ask? Come on, Kumo. Will it help if he comes with? Clyde holds up the bearded dragon in front of Kumo as it looks up at her. Fine. Kumo walks out of Kane's room and everyone follows as they go into her room. And see, it was a very dark room covered in spider webs, with a desk in the corner with a purple light illuminating the room. Wow. It's very neat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just don't step on the web barefoot if you want to keep your skin on the bottom of your feet. How? Don't ask. I like it in here. Thank you, Clyde. Anyways, that's really all for my room. So why did Kane say you have a boy band poster in here if there isn't? Because Kane is a liar. Or they're hiding underneath all the webs. Shut it! Anyways, let's go to my room, I suppose. Agreed. Now let's get out of here, especially you, Kane. Says Kumo pushes Kane out as everyone follows to Miu's room. Once they see her room, has a couple of posters of heroines such as Miss Joke, Mount Lady, and Mirko. She had also a couple of beanbag chairs in the corner of her room with her very own microwave, of course, and other school essentials to all the students. Oh, this is a nice room. Thanks. So, how do we decide who has the best room? Yuki? Yuki. Huh? Why me? Because your room has the nicest and cleanest out of all of us, and the coolest stuff. And it was adorable, and we got an adorable reaction out of you. So win-win. No, you won't. Anyways, I'd say that about wraps everything up. I'm hungry. When aren't you hungry? When I'm sleeping and when I'm drinking or something. Oh, and when I'm so when I'm nope, I don't even want to know. Okay, then. Said Kane laughs as he walks off, as everyone sighs. Anyone else feels hungry? Not really. I'm gonna head off to bed, probably. Oh, well, okay, see you tomorrow then. It's Clyde for training. Yeah, see ya. Come on, guys, let's go eat and train tomorrow. Alright. Everyone heads downstairs, and this a new way of living for everyone to get used to for a short amount of time. Over this time, UA Sports Festival had happened as everyone watched as a loudmouth blonde with explosions won. It was, but it had been be chained up with him wanting to keep fighting. But after the sports festival, it was time for another event to rise with other hero schools in Japan to show what they got. So to get internships like all their fellow heroes. The scouting program is how many of the hero schools around Japan get scouted for internships. UA had strayed away from this program and favored the sports festival, and their students get scouted by that. But other schools, however, had to do other methods. As we cut to outside of a giant facility where heroes and students are all walking through the entrance. This is also the same location where the provisional license exam happens, as Deku and his class unfolds out with their teachers following out. So this is how everyone gets scouted from their internships. That's right. Each of you will show what you can do with a controlled environment. If not thousands of others as well around the schools. That's a lot of people. Kane places a hand on Yuki's head. Yep, I can't wait to beat the living shit out of them. So, Izuku, are you ready? I guess I am, Mew. About as ready as I'll ever be. Deku in class looks up at the facility that towers over them, as a shadow looms over all of them. Okay, let's do this. End of this part. I hope you guys enjoy this part. I'm probably
don't think it's much action packed, but this was more or less character building and showing other stuff, of course. We only have like 2 parts left in this season, and after that, you guys will see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoy. Again, sorry I couldn't upload this on the same week of recording. I'm recording this for future reference, but again, there will be some days I cannot record, some days I'm too tired to, or right now it's just a weekend, so. But I should be back in my own home, and at the moment, I cannot upload this because of the internet connection of this place currently I'm at. I'm house sitting for someone, so that's why. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. Cyber out. Peace.